Welcome back, folks. Toaster here again. We're on airfield this time, and we are in our STA-2, a tank which I really enjoy. And as we've talked about this map in the past, there's not a whole lot to do in a medium. I do have good gun depression, but I am really afraid of the one arty that they've got that I'm going to get focused down. So I'm going to go to the position that I normally take, which I call it the Nook. But it's up here next to where the heavies play, and today's focus is on tracking. And you're going to see later on that there's a couple of tracking shots that really make a difference in the game. So we get lit, so there must be something up on that back sniper nest over in, what is it, D6 or D9, pardon me. And those guys will spot you if they get up there quick enough. So this map you do not want to push, right? You just don't want to push anywhere, because pushing is death on this map. So really it's trying to find opportunities to work the enemy down and watch this Firefly just disappear, right? And it's all because he pushed. So we're just looking around for shots, and we're able to pick up a shot on the 5916, and he does not fire back, so we're happy with that. So here we go. This Carnarvon AX, I don't know if you guys know, but it's got extremely good DPM. It has, I think, 280 average alpha, and it's got fairly troll armor, especially for a medium tank, right? And this EBR Hotch has gotten himself, well, we don't have anyone keeping this Carnarvon honest. That's part of the problem. And we have nobody back on that sniper nest. So my only hope to survive this is to track him. And I know that. So we're just pulling forward. And we're able to get a tracking shot in here. And he does repair. And we shoot his tracks again, right? We do not go for lower plate. We shoot his tracks again to make sure that they're weak. And now he's perma-tracked, right? He cannot hit us. And he is taking all sorts of damage. So it's true, we didn't get a lot of damage, but we survived. And look, we're still on full health here. So that is why it's so important to track guys around corners if you can. I realize that many of you will say, well, I don't have a gun that can track in one shot. Well, neither did I here. So you notice the tank right behind me got taken out because we had a 40 VK 3001 or 3002D or whatever it is come out and spot us, and he sat in the open and was taken out. So at this point we're going to use his hull to our best advantage and try and get free shots here. So we know we're still spotted, so we're going to go ahead and back up a little bit. And at this point I decide to help this T-29 because I can. It's a little bit of a risky poke, but I realize that their top tiers are on the other side. They do have a Cromwell B over here, but that doesn't really concern me. If I take a hit from a Cromwell B crossing, I'm okay with that. Some Unicums might disagree with that thought process, but I don't know. Sometimes to get in a good position is worth it. And then that T-29, now he is free to guard my rear, which I'm happy about, right? So we're up to 1,000 assist damage, and we've got 1,100 damage. So that's a decent game so far. The game's not over. And we're just kind of trying to figure out what to do next. And I notice that they've got a huge gap. They've got one guy over here, right? A light tank, and potentially they might have some other guys on the other side, like in the corner or up in here. and then they've got a clump of guys here, and then they've got one guy guarding in the back. So this middle lane is pretty much completely open. So we're going to try and take advantage of that. And we notice that the T-29 is not taking damage, so there's probably not someone up on that sniper hill in D9. So we're going to go ahead and pull forward and see if we can get some shots here. So we're just fighting this 45 TP, and I know his reload is not as good as mine. The reload on this thing is really quite good. So at this point we decide we're going to cross, right? Because if we can get behind all these guys... Oh, and I should have probably stopped and aimed that shot because we could have tracked him up in the air there. But you notice how my guys are following my lead? And sometimes that's what it takes. As a top tier, you need to be the guy to push the action. And I'm watching where that ravioli is because I don't want to get hit by him. And we spot the Arty and, of course, the STRV. And we're still watching. And, of course, you guys know it is my favorite thing in the world to take out Arty. So I want to get around this corner. I could care less if this STRV hits me. I just don't want to take 400 from the ravioli. So that push has put us a little bit ahead, and we're happy with that. And this guy, I don't know if he's trying to drown himself or what, but what a poor sport. So we'll take the kill, right? So the game has suddenly gotten closer, and that's because when our guys pushed, they may not have pushed quite as intelligently as I did, or perhaps they were softer skinned and someone decided to shoot them. They can't be softer skinned. This thing doesn't have any armor. But the smart idea is to take out guns at the end of the game. A lot of people would say, well, shoot the tier 8, shoot the tier 8, but nah, I don't think so. I think really the best play is to, is if you can, you want to take out guns. So the T-29 and I left, and I don't know how much health that 1357 has, but I know he's got like 700 or 800 potential damage, and so this is one of those times where I'm not going to chase him down, right? I mean, potentially I could guess where he's going to go, but if he catches me by surprise and gets a bunch of damage on me, now I'm in a really precarious position. At this point, if he rushes me and comes after me, I'm not too afraid because I'm pretty sure that I can kill him before he reloads. So I've got enough health to work with, and so right now all I'm doing is trying to draw him out. So our T-29 is actually in a pretty good position, thankfully. And there's 30 seconds left, and I'm just kind of watching this engagement and looking for shots here. It looks like he's lit on fire though. So that T-29, good job to him, man. He really worked that guy down. So the other thing is it would have been nice to get a Top Gun. But regardless, I played safe. I won the game with my team. And let's go ahead and take a quick look at the after action on this. Okay, here we are at the after action. We had first class, 81,000 credits. Again, thank you, Night Dog, for the day of premium. And this was on a triple, so we ended up with 5,800 experience. We were top of the team here with 2,100 damage, 1,086 base XP. The next guy had just under 800. He did 1,300 damage, so good for him. And we fired 18 shots, hit 14, penned 11, and we ended up with 1,000 assists. And so I think based on the fact that we were able to track that Carnarvon and him not damage us at all, that allowed us to do things later in the game and win the game with confidence. And so that's the kind of thing that separates a good player from a great player. Is not that I'm a great player, trust me, I don't believe that, but it helps you in order to actually win games and conserve your health if you can track guys and track them around a corner. And I try to do that fairly often. Doesn't always work out, but you do your best, and sometimes it does, and then you can reap the rewards. We ended up with 5,800 XP, which is great, and then 243 free XP, which if you're working up lines, you really want these high base XP figures so you can get the free XP to help you out with modules and whatnot on new tanks. So appreciate you guys watching. If you'd like to see more, please do subscribe, and we will catch you on the next one.